Manchester United will play at Goodison Park for the 107th and final time on Saturday, as we take on David Moyes' Everton in the Premier League. But before that, let's first look at some transfer stories circulating in the media space. Manchester United are reported to be among 3 clubs with confirmed interest in snatching a €90 million rated defender away from the clutches of Real Madrid, with a report claiming plans for a summer transfer are already underway. United were content to make just a single first-team signing in the winter window, with Patrick Dorgu arriving to bolster the wing-back spots. The Red Devils would have done more business if they could, but further buys were dependent on player sales and none were forthcoming. As such, a huge turnover in players is anticipated for the summer, with 2 center-backs almost certain to be among the levers. According to Fabrizio Romano, the expectation is neither Johnny Evans or Victor Lindelof, both out of contract at season's end, will be offered new deals. With Amorim deploying a back 3, United require more center-backs in their ranks than clubs who play 2 center-halves in a traditional back 4. And per the latest from Bild chief Christian Falk, Manchester United are taking a look at RB Leipzig's Castello Luqueba. Falk listed United as well as Premier League rivals Liverpool and Chelsea as those seeking to disrupt an apparent plan to get Luqueba to Real Madrid. True. Real Madrid, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Manchester United have Castello Luqueba on their radar, according Falk. The Leipzig defender extended his contract until 2029 in October, but plans are apparently already underway for a potential transfer in the summer. Luqueba and his agents have their sights set on a move to Real Madrid. Following the contract extension, the 22-year-old's release clause will be €90 million, £74.5 million, for the upcoming transfer window. Real Madrid are known to be on the hunt for a ready-made center-back at season's end. Antonio Rudiger and David Alaba are both on the wrong side of 30, and club stalwart Nacho was never replaced upon leaving for Saudi Arabia last summer. Luqueba was listed by AS as being on Real Madrid's radar ahead of the winter window, though the club ultimately elected to stick with those already at Carlo Ancelotti's disposal. And per a more recent update from the Daily Mail, Real Madrid actually have their gaze fixed on the Premier League for their center-back signing. Jared Branthwaite, Everton, was listed as their top target, with Ibrahima Konate, Liverpool, and Dean Huijsen, Bournemouth, backup options. If Real Madrid do pass on the chance to make Luqueba's dream come true, United and their Premier League rivals will have an opportunity to step in. In another development, Manchester United are progressing in talks over the second major signing of the Ruben Amorim era. Though while the star is keen to join, there is a sizable valuation gap, according to a trusted source. The club's scope for further arrivals was limited by their finances in the just-ended transfer window. Signing additional stars without generating fees from player sales could have seen United fall foul of PSR regulations. It is shaping up to be a similar story in the summer, though that's not stopped United from putting the pieces in place to sign another wingback for Amorim's 3-4-2-1 formation. Prior reports out of Portugal claimed Manchester United had practically sealed a deal to reunite Amorim with Sporting CP's Giovanni Quenda. The Athletic's David Ornstein stopped short of making such claims, though did confirm United were exploring a deal for the summer. Ornstein also claimed United would hope to forge an agreement for the 17-year-old around the £33 million mark, which is some way below Quenda's £84 million release clause. And per a fresh update from reporter Ben Jacobs, Manchester United are making progress in their attempts to bring the Portuguese sensation to Old Trafford. What's more, Quenda is also willing to make the move. Speaking to Give Me Sport, Jacobs said, "Yeah, I think the player is certainly keen on a move to Manchester United, and talks are progressing to see whether something can be pre-agreed ahead of the summer." Thankfully for United, Sporting will not hold out for the full value of Quenda's release clause before sanctioning a sale. They feel that the player is worth in the region of €40 million, whereas Sporting's perspective is the number that he should be sold for is closer to the $60 million mark. So that gulf in valuation is something that all parties are going to have to work on. Quenda can play almost anywhere on either flank, though it's at right wing-back where he predominantly featured during Amorim's final months in charge, before his switch to Old Trafford. As such, Quenda's arrival would not only provide Amorim with a specialized right wing-back, but it would also allow the left-footed Dorgu to feature on his favored left side in the other wing-back berth. Now, to Saturday's match. Everton are due to leave their home of 133 years at the end of the current campaign, with test events already taking place at their new stadium on Bramley Moor Dock. After so much history at the Grand Old Lady, which includes title celebrations, an FA Cup semi-final victory over Liverpool, and Alejandro Garnacho's incredible overhead kick. The Reds will be hoping for one last flourish, at a venue where we've won on 4 of our 5 most recent visits. United had serious setback as a result of player unavailability during Sunday's 1-0 defeat to Tottenham Hotspur, as Ahmad, Toby Collier, Kabi Manu, and Manuel Ugarte were ruled out due to injury, and Christian Eriksen and Lenny Yoro were ill for the trip to the capital. After the game in North London, Amorim said he hoped the latter 2 players would recover in time for the Toffees test, but Ahmad and Manu are longer-term concerns and will definitely sit out of this one. Altay Bayindir and Tom Heaton have also been absent, while Johnny Evans, Mason Mount, and Luke Shaw are yet to play since the turn of the year. Lisandro Martinez has undergone surgery on the cruciate ligament issue that he suffered against Crystal Palace at the beginning of this month. Everton have their fair share of absentees, although Abdoulaye Doucouré is available again after suspension. The Mali midfielder was sent off in the recent Merseyside derby, a game in which the Toffees look to have lost exciting attacker Iliman Ndiaye to a long-term knee problem. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, a thorn in United's side in previous years, has a thigh injury, while Armando Broja, Seamus Coleman, Oral Mangala, and Dwight McNeil are also out. While the Reds have struggled to find consistency in the Premier League in recent weeks and months, Everton have looked a side transformed under Moyes. Since he returned to Goodison in January, replacing Sean Dyche, the former Reds boss has overseen 4 wins and a draw from 6 games, with Aston Villa the only team to beat Everton in the league during that period. Crystal Palace were the latest side to feel the full force of Everton's more aggressive, front foot style on Saturday, with loanee Carlos Alcaraz netting a late winner. Striker Beto has been in fine fettle under Moyes, ending a league drought that stretched back to October and going on to score 4 in his last 3 top-flight outings. Our biggest win under Amorim so far came in the reverse fixture at Old Trafford in early December. Everton started the contest strongly, but doubles from Marcus Rashford and Joshua Zirkzee helped United pull away and record an impressive 4-0 victory. That was our 5th straight league success over the Merseysiders, with Everton's last joy in the fixture coming back in April 2022, when Anthony Gordon settled the contest at Goodison. This will be our 33rd and last Premier League game at the ground, and we are seeking a 20th victory there. The last one was memorable for Garnacho's outstanding Puskas award-winning goal. Do you think United will dominate like we did in December, or will Moyes' Everton pull off a shock? Let me know your predictions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on all things Manchester United. Also, share this video with fellow Reds so we can keep the conversation going. Big games, big transfers, and big moments. This is the place for every passionate United fan. See you in the next video.